Introduction video. There are so many reasons to get excited about the Instagram platform. It now has 1 billion active users, and businesses of all kinds are seeing excellent results from setting up a profile and advertising with Instagram. Instagram ads are not the most expensive way to promote your business and brand, but it is not a cheap option either. So you really need to get it right to see the highest returns. And this is what this guide is all about. Many online marketers know about the power of Instagram and that it can be used to reach their target audience. But they don't go about this in the right way and then end up claiming that advertising on Instagram doesn't work. It does work. You just need to know what you're doing. In this guide, we will take you by the hand and guide you step by step through the process of creating successful Instagram ads. We will show you how to identify your target audience correctly and explain how you can choose the right type of Instagram ad to connect with them in the best way. Engagement is the most important thing with social media, and we will share with you how you can boost your engagement levels with all of your Instagram ads. The harsh reality is that a lot of Instagram ads get very few or no views, and this is a situation that can be avoided with the right planning. Use the techniques in this guide to create really successful Instagram ads. Once you have achieved your first successful ad campaign, you can go on to create many more and get a great return on your investment. Measuring the performance of your Instagram account. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Just measure how well you are doing on Instagram and then do more of what is working and identify the problems and fix what is not working. When you use Instagram for your marketing, you will be spending time and money, so you will want to ensure that you are getting the best results for your efforts. But what Instagram metrics should you be paying attention to? If you are new to Instagram, it is not always totally clear on what you should be looking at and what it means. There are a lot of metrics you can look at, so we want to give you the most important ones in this video. It may seem unbelievable, but a lot of Instagram marketers do not pay much attention to the analytics that they have available to them. This doesn't make any sense, as you will be just stabbing in the dark if you don't do this. We talked earlier about having goals for your social media and for your ad campaigns. You need to put a lot of thought into these goals to ensure that they match the overall goals of your business. So, let's take a look now at the most important Instagram metrics and what they mean. The growth of your following. It is one thing to have a large number of followers on Instagram, but this doesn't always mean that your marketing efforts are working. There are a number of techniques that you can use to increase your follower numbers, but this will not add anything to your bottom line. It is important to look at the growth of your follower count. If there is steady growth, then this is a good indication that you are moving in the right direction. You are capturing the attention of new Instagram users and expanding your reach. So, what you need to do here is to pay careful attention to the way that your follower count is increasing. This is far more important than just numbers. Let's say that on average, you are receiving 50 new followers every month. If you started with just 500 followers before your marketing campaigns, then this is a very good 10% growth rate. But if you had 5,000 followers to start with, then this is a much less impressive growth rate of just 1%. Using these two steps determine how well you are doing with follower growth. Identify the number of new followers you gained over the last month. Divide this number by the number of followers that you started the month with. You can look at this over a few months to determine your average follower growth rate. Set a target for a higher growth rate if the results are not as you want them to be. It is much more important to have a smaller number of active followers than a huge number of followers that do not really do anything when you post content. Number of engagements per follower. This follows on from the follower growth. You want to know how many of your followers engage with your content, whether these are ads or regular posts. In order to calculate your engagement per follower, you will need to know the total amount of engagement for a time period. An external tool like Sprout Social or Agency Analytics can provide this. Once you know the total engagements number, you can perform a simple calculation to calculate the engagement rate. Total engagements divided by follower count times 100. This is the total engagements divided by the follower count times by 100 to give you a percentage figure. You will need to perform this calculation over a period of time to see whether your engagement per follower is improving or not. You can measure this for a specific post or ad as well. Why is this important? Because 70% of posts made on Instagram are never seen by users. Having millions of followers will be irrelevant if none of them are seeing and interacting with your posts. Let's say that one of your posts has 20 likes. If you have 20,000 followers, then this is not very impressive, as it only gives an engagement rate of 1%. We recommend that you calculate your follower engagement rate on a weekly or monthly basis. Don't try to do this every day, as you will not get accurate data over the long term. Traffic to your website. A lot of marketers use Instagram ads to drive traffic to their website, which makes perfect sense. In order to measure the amount of traffic that your website is receiving from Instagram, we recommend that you install Google Analytics on your website. With Google Analytics installed, you can go to the Acquisition section and then select Channels. Select the Social option, and here you will see the social platforms that sent the traffic. For Instagram, it will show you the general traffic and traffic from stories. Comments for posts. It is nice to see a number of likes for an ad or post you have made, but the number of comments your content receives is far more valuable. There is a lot more effort involved in leaving a comment rather than just hitting the like button. When users leave comments, it shows that your post really caught their interest and created a connection with them. Therefore, it is important to know the number of comments that you receive and monitor your averages to see if they are increasing or decreasing. As an example, you may have received an average of 5 comments per post 6 months ago, but now you are averaging 8 comments per post. This tells you that your marketing efforts are working well and you are improving your connection with your audience. When you are running Instagram ads, take a look at the comments on these and any variations that you display. Is the comment count higher for some ads rather than others? If so, why is this? Engagement with Instagram Stories. If you use Instagram Stories for your marketing, which you should, then it is important to know how well these are doing. Stories take more effort to put together, and they only stay on Instagram for 24 hours. It is best to use Instagram Insights for this. Look for reach and exits within Insights. The reach figure tells you how many users saw your Instagram story. As you build your follower base, this number should increase. The exit metric tells you which slide users were viewing when they exited the story. This is a good way to spot any elements of your stories that users didn't like. If a lot of users exited on the same slide, then you can take a look at that slide and make improvements in the future. Your reach. You can use Instagram Insights to view your reach figures. This number basically tells you how many users have seen your post. This is not the same as post impressions. If a user sees your post 3 times, for example, this will register as 3 impressions. For the reach figure, this will only count as 1. Reach is far more important than impressions. You will see a total reach figure in Instagram Insights, but you also want to pay attention to your reach rate as well. Your reach rate is the percentage of your followers that see your posts. You need to make a simple calculation here. Just divide the reach of a specific post by the total number of followers you have. So, as an example, if you have a reach of 200 and you have 1,000 followers, then your reach rate is 20%. Your top posts. Use your Instagram analytics to identify your top posts. You can see the top posts by the number of likes, top posts by the number of shares, top posts by the number of impressions, and more. This is probably obvious to you, but identifying your top posts will tell you which content your audience really likes the best and connects with. You can determine whether videos or images work the best days and times to make posts, and the type of content that created the most engagement. Instagram ad click-throughs. When you are spending money on Instagram ads, you must measure the number of click-throughs that you get from users clicking on the call to action buttons you have placed in your ads. If you are running different ads for split testing, then you can identify which ones have the highest click-through rate. Also, you need to keep a close eye on your ad cost per click numbers and the number of ad impressions you are getting. Hashtag engagement. This is a measure of the hashtags that were used the most in your posts. It will help you determine how well you are growing your following and your levels of engagement. For your following growth, you can use this measure to indicate which hashtags you should be using in your content. It will also tell you about trending hashtags so that you can create new ads and posts around these emerging trends. When you create your own unique hashtags, you will want to see how much engagement you are getting from your audience with these. Setting goals and the best Instagram ad format for your business. Before we get into choosing the best format of Instagram ad for your business, it is important that you understand the objectives that Instagram publish about their advertising solutions. At the time of writing this guide, they could be summarized as follows. To increase the number of clicks to the customer's website, you can decide what section of your website you want the Instagram user to be directed to. Instagram ads should lead to a higher number of conversions. The ads can persuade people to take specific actions on your website. If you have a mobile app, then you can use Instagram ads to drive up the number of installs. You can use Instagram ads to increase activity with your mobile phone app. You can use Instagram ads to drive up video views. With Instagram ads, you can achieve predictable reach and have a greater level of control over message frequency. You can use Instagram ads to drive page post engagement. You can use Instagram ads to create mass awareness to a broad audience with guaranteed impressions. It is very important that you decide on the best Instagram ad format for your marketing campaigns. In order to make this decision, the starting point is always the goal that you have in mind. You need a social media goal. This will act as your guiding light when it comes to Instagram ads. Your goal will help you to decide what you should pursue and, almost as importantly, what you shouldn't pursue. We highly recommend that every Instagram ad campaign that you run has its own goal. There are 3 main goal options when using Instagram ads, which are 1. Raising the awareness of your brand. 2. Finding potential customers. 3. Increasing sales or conversions. When you are looking to increase your brand awareness, ask yourself this question: what is your brand all about, and why should anybody care? You need to create Instagram ads that will grab the attention of users. Increasing brand awareness is the most popular ad campaign goal on Instagram, so you need to be prepared for a fair amount of competition. It is really important that you focus on creating a memorable ad which stands out. If your goal is to find more potential customers through lead generation to get them on your email marketing list, for example, you can do this by creating a lead-centric ad. The aim here is to drive Instagram users to your website. You can also use this kind of ad to collect more potential customer details and to increase engagement through the use of messages. What about if you want to increase sales or conversions with your Instagram ads? An example of a conversion could be the downloading of your mobile app. You could also offer an incentive with your ad, such as a discount coupon. So, as an example, if increasing the awareness of your brand was one of your social goals, then it would be better for you to choose a photo ad or a video ad rather than a collections ad. A photo ad or video ad allows you to drive traffic to your website, whereas a collection ad is all about selling directly from the ad. With a brand awareness campaign, your aim is to provide the most captivating content to your audience as you can. If you have already established your brand and you just want to sell more products, then a collections ad would be a good choice, as Instagram users can make a purchase directly. Maybe you want to showcase a number of new products that you are launching. In this case, it is best to go for a carousel ad so that you can present your products with different images and videos to your audience. So, the advice with choosing the right Instagram ad format is simple. Which ad formats align closely to your goals? Why Instagram ads? Why should you consider using Instagram to market your brand and your business when there are other social media platforms available? Well, one of the main reasons is that there are more than 1 billion active users each month on Instagram. Every day there are more than 500 million users on Instagram. The platform has seen explosive growth since its launch in 2010. Did you know that Facebook now owns Instagram? The CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, was quick to see the potential offered by Instagram and decided to buy it for $1 billion just 18 months after it launched. More and more businesses have realized the power of Instagram. Most of the world's top brands now have an Instagram account, and it will not be too long until they all do. So surely it makes sense for you to use Instagram for your marketing. Here are the major benefits of using Instagram for marketing a business. More than a third of Instagram users have purchased through the platform. The end game with any advertising is increased sales. Whether this is done by generating leads first doesn't matter. You are looking for more sales in exchange for your advertising bucks. So, will Instagram advertising help to increase your sales? Well, here are a few facts about Instagram. More than 33% of Instagram users have used it to make a purchase of a product online. This means that an Instagram user is 70% more likely to make a purchase than a non-Instagram user. Think about the numbers here. With 1 billion active users, this means that 33% is over 333 million people that have made a purchase online through the platform. That's a staggering number of potential customers that could be interested in what you have to offer. A lot of these users have a history of buying from Instagram. Another interesting fact is that around 75% of Instagram users will take action after viewing an Instagram advertising post. They will visit your website if that is what you want them to do. If you want them to click a Contact Us or Shop Now button, they will do this too. If an Instagram user does not take the action that you want them to, then you have the capability to retarget them over and over again until they do take the required action. This is a powerful feature of the Instagram advertising service. Very advanced social media targeting. Instagram being owned by Facebook is a very good thing. It is well known that Facebook has very advanced targeting functionality, and they have brought this to Instagram too. You can display your ads to a targeted audience such as a specific age group, people with specific interests, people from specific locations, people that exhibit specific behavior. Once you have specified your target audience in Instagram, you have the ability to retarget them as we mentioned earlier. You can customize your retargeting to take into account engagement with Instagram posts, video views on Instagram, customer email lists, and more. With this kind of targeting functionality, you can take your marketing to the next level with Instagram. You can set up specific sales funnels for your Instagram ads that will achieve the results that you are looking for. You can track sales and leads. There is no point spending money on any form of advertising if you can't measure the effectiveness of it. The good news is that Instagram has the same comprehensive tracking features that the Facebook platform has. You can track everything, including clicks on links, leads generated, and conversions. If you want to see the cost per result, then this is also possible. It's possible for you to measure just about everything. If you want to break down results further, you can see where leads come from, what device they're using, etc. We would always recommend that you split test your ads, and this is easy to track with Instagram Analytics. The metrics available with Instagram ads are very comprehensive and provide advertisers with the feedback that they need. Tap into an unreached customer base. Statistics show that 50% of people on Instagram will view the profile of businesses that they like on a daily basis. If you don't have an Instagram account, then you will miss out on this kind of action. It is unlikely that you will be able to find the same level of customers using other advertising channels outside of Instagram. When you establish your Instagram presence, you really will be able to tap into a market of potential customers that would be very difficult, if not impossible, to replicate elsewhere. Build your audience organically. One advantage that Instagram has over Facebook is that you can build an audience organically that will stay in touch with your brand. You can create a natural relationship without using ads rather than have to force it with ads as you do on Facebook. Once you start to get followers, this will grow organically through word of mouth. When an Instagram user follows your business, they decide that they want to see your posts on their timeline. This is great for developing initial interest, which you can then build on. You can make relationships stronger. Brand engagement on Instagram is 10 times higher than it is on Facebook, 54 times higher than on Pinterest, and 84 times higher than on Twitter. With engagement rates on this scale, you can expect more interaction with your posts organically. If a user likes a post on Instagram, this is archived in their personal Posts You've Liked section. This is a bank of images that they liked on the platform that they can access at any time. You can use this to stimulate conversations and comments with your followers. Learn what your audience likes and dislikes. You can learn a great deal about your audience with Instagram. How good would it be to know what they like and dislike? When you know this, you can create specific ad campaigns around this information. It is easy for you to see what kind of content your audience likes and the content that they don't like. You can also see the kinds of Instagram accounts that they like to follow. All of this will help you to provide your audience with the content that they are really looking for. The visual advantage. If you didn't already know, Instagram is a visual platform for images and videos. Text can be added, but it is not mandatory. This is great because people are far more likely to remember what they see rather than what they hear or read. Videos are the best media for engagement on social media. Images will also outperform text-only posts significantly. You can create videos and images that really make your business stand out for higher engagement and increase your chances of converting followers into customers. Content and budget. If you get your message right in the content that you use for your Instagram ads, then you will experience a lot more success. You need to ensure that your message is on point and really resonates with your target audience. What kind of voice will you use in your content? Do you want a formal voice or a casual one? Think about the tone you are going to use as well. Here you have the option of being in your face and provocative or friendly and warm. You will get the best results from your Instagram ads if you are consistent. Around 60% of the top brands that use Instagram ads use the same filter for their content. They consistently put out the same message, which helps to reinforce their brand in the minds of their target audience. Your message will really resonate if you know what your target audience really wants. This will help you to decide what kind of angle you should go for with your Instagram ads. Do you want to inspire your audience? If you are targeting millennials, then you could promote a cause that you support, as this is popular with them. The best content creates a connection with people. You can use Instagram analytics to tell you which content your target audience has responded the best to in the past. Once you know this, you can make sure that you use this in your ads. You need to accept that you will probably not get it right first time with the content that you use for your Instagram ads. Be prepared to analyze previous campaigns and what your competitors are doing to optimize your content. Instagram hashtags. You can create a special hashtag for your Instagram ads campaign. The reason for coming up with your own unique hashtag is because it will make the discovery of your content easier for your target audience. You can build communities around hashtags, and also with a hashtag you can set trends and generate a real buzz. It really isn't difficult to create your own hashtags, but the real trick is to create one that will drive engagement with your target audience. Short hashtags are the best because they are easier to remember, as well as it being easier to type in. You also need to make it as clear as possible what your hashtag means. Always test your hashtag ideas for uniqueness, as you don't want to use one that someone else has used. When people interact with your hashtags, respond swiftly to build on the awareness and buzz. Decide on a budget for your Instagram ads. You have two options when it comes to setting a budget for your Instagram ads. 1, a daily budget. 2, a lifetime budget. When you set a daily budget, you will be able to set a cap on the amount that you spend on your Instagram ads every day. With a lifetime budget, you can set the maximum spend amount for the lifetime of your ad campaign. It is essential that you set a budget to control your expenditure. When you are making a budget decision, consider the schedule for your ad campaign. What time of day do you want to run your ads, and what day do you want to launch your campaign? Optimizing your ad delivery will have an impact on your budget. For example, you can choose link clicks in your ads, which will force the Instagram algorithm to calculate how to get you the most clicks for the lowest possible price. As an alternative, you can go for a number of impressions. This means that Instagram will show your ad as many times as your budget will allow. Also, you could choose to go for a daily unique reach where your ads are displayed to as many unique Instagram users for the money you are prepared to spend. When you are starting out with Instagram ads, we recommend that you manually set your bids rather than choosing the automatic option. By choosing the manual option, you are able to decide on the maximum price that you are prepared to pay for link clicks. With the automatic option, the Instagram algorithm will make this decision for you. But one of the advantages of setting this manually, you will have the option to make higher bids than your competitors to try and outdo them. Automatic bidding is a good option if you have a large target audience and you do not have a lot of competitors. For smaller audiences and high competition, then we recommend the manual option for bids. This will stop you bidding too high as well. When you are considering bids, think about the conversion value for your business. Only you know this, and you cannot rely on Instagram for this because they don't know. Be aware that not all audiences offer the same value. If this is the case, then you need to adjust your bids based on the audience you are targeting. The final decision to make that will affect your budget is when you want your ads to be displayed throughout the day. There is a standard option here, or you can choose the more expensive accelerated option, which will make the pace of delivery faster.